What the heck with the countdown? Whoa! Wait. That's how... Wait a minute. Oh dear. Wait a minute. That's how... Wait a minute. There you go. That's how loud Bon Jovi was pumping out over the speakers. Oh dear. Well, good day. I couldn't be bothered waiting for the countdown. It's been too long. I have been away too long. But I've got to tell you, I will confess right here and now, I was just talking to my lovely wife, Susie, and I teared up. I said, I miss the little fat fella. This is the first real stream I've done without Bob, and yeah, it hits me in waves. And that's one reason I haven't been in the shed for ages. Last week was the first sort of full week I spent in the shed without my little mate. So there you go. I didn't realise how hard it hit me, but it did. But he's most likely with us laughing. He could smell the glue pot, I'm sure. G'day, how are you? I'm Steve. Hey, welcome to Woodworking Masterclass. It has been a while. Vinny, you haven't missed a stream, mate, because I haven't done one. So, Woodworkman's Craftsman Studio, g'day, Vinny, g'day, Andy, g'day, Jared, g'day, Alan, g'day, James, g'day. Well, there you go. Oh, yeah, so it's, I'm not going to dwell on it, but it's been a bit of a, walk in the wilderness, you could say, I suppose. But anyway, I'm back. I haven't been idle whilst I haven't been streaming. I've got a few more sheds. I just couldn't help myself. So I've built a shed up next to where my wood turning shed is, and that houses the dust extractor and everything. So I've got a big extraction unit set up behind the lathe. Behind this wall here, which you can't see, I've built another shed dedicated to sanding. So in there I've got a big boy sander, a drum sander, a disc sander, a bobbin sander, a linisher, a cyclone dust extractor, a dust extractor, and I'm thinking about getting a dual drum sander. So we will see. What else? Been making beehives. What am I going to do today, Vinny? I'm going to make I've got to go over the saw in a minute. I'm doing a chopping board, an end grain chopping board. So I've got to start that and glue that up. Then I've got to put a roof together that I'm making for a native beehive. And then I'll start working on an Adze Handle that I started a little while ago. And that will be a good back in the saddle ride for me, I think, if it doesn't bore all of you. Costa, g'day mate, g'day Cam. Oh, no. Mate, 10 to 5 in the morning. I get out of bed then, and then I go and do something, and I get back into bed. Oh, dear. All right, so I'll just finish my coffee here. It's good to be back. I have had so many false starts. I've come down here and said, I think I'll stream, and I just can't do it. But today I thought, nope, got to get into it. We got jobs to do. And you guys motivate me anyway, guys and girls, there you go. I heard a comment on the radio the other day. It's just getting beyond ridiculous as far as I'm concerned. Mini rant coming up. I have issues with, if there's a group of men and women, boys and girls, lads and Sheilas or whatever, together, g'day guys. Yeah, it's sort of a general thing, but when there's a male and a female, and they say guys, go, no, there's a girl there, g'day, you know, it's just, I don't know, my thing. But anyway, these couple of, what do you call them, radio announcers, we used to call them disc jockeys. I don't think they're called that anymore, they must like get paid more. And they were a couple of girls talking. And, you know, they were saying, oh, but we don't like being called guys. Oh, fair enough, what do you like? And these bloke gets on and said, what about a couple of birds? Oh, I'm all right with birds. And then the other one's going, oh, no, I think it's demeaning. Then in Australia, Sheilas used to be the thing, a couple of Sheilas. I suppose Karen's a new one, isn't it? But that's an insult, calling someone a Karen. So I don't know. I think we're stuffed. I reckon the best one's the Australianism. G'day, yous. How yous going? That was the end of the coffee. I might have another one shortly. Oh, dear. You are the best. Yours. Thanks, Costa. Oh, dear. Oh, thanks, Cam. Yeah, good to be back too, mate. Vinny, dishwasher. Oh, I did. I loaded the dishwasher again. Why do you fill the dishwasher from the front? You can't get the last little bit. Oh, my. Ooh. Anyway. Woosah, as Martin Lawrence would say. Okay, let's go over to the saw. I've machined up some blackwood. So, oh, this is my new toy. You know, was it the beginning of the year? No, I think it was the end of last year. I said I was going to get a new thicknesser. And I did. I've just been playing with it. There it is there. 20 inch. It's a Carbotech 20 inch helical. I was really going to call it a herpes head. No, it's a helical head. Helical head. That's the one. And it's nice. Doesn't tear out. I'm very happy with that. I told you so much the autocorrect has stopped. Yeah, autocorrect's not real good on swear words either. My brother used to call my mother Sheila. I don't know why. He's still I remember, yeah, when I first came, I'm a POM, for those of you who don't know. I have been neutralised. I'm officially Australian. But I came out here from England when I was 9, and we had to row the boat ourselves. And yeah, I went home. My mother was extremely, wonderfully English. And they reckon Mum and Dad reckon I lost my accent within a couple of weeks, because I was absolutely copping it at school because I had this different accent. And I pretty swiftly caught up with the idioms and idiosyncratic way the Australians talk. And I remember going home and I said to Mum, hey, Dad, where's the old girl? Oh, geez, I got a thick ear out of that one. Oh, not only did I get a thick ear, I then got it chewed off. Don't be disrespectful to your mother like that. She was your mother. Oh, they call them the old girl at school. I don't care what they call them at school. Dear, oh dear. Oh, nowadays you're lucky if your kids talk to you. Oh, that's another thing. One of my other boys has moved home. He's at work today, but he will make some appearances. Luke, he's taken over one of the sheds up there and is doing resin work and woodwork, and it's all very exciting. What have we got, mine? Taz, you're all glad you are well and back. Well, thank you, Taz. I'm happy to be here. I have a smaller version of that great thickness. Yeah, no, they are. They work well. And quiet, a lot quieter. I don't know if you could see it. I don't know. Let me have a quick look. Oh yeah, just over there. I don't know if you can see that arrow. Possibly not. But over to the right of your screen, that's the old thicknesser I had, triple blade, 15-inch thicknesser. So I'm umming and ahhing whether to sell it or not. I think I most likely will, because I thought my son might have wanted it, but who knows? You've got loads of new toys since Carbotech you got together. Oh, yeah, Andy, I could say I said a bit of a spend up. Oh, dear. All right, let's go over and rip some timber. I'm ripping it on on my table saw, and before you ask me, I'll tell you it's a Laguna, and I'm not getting paid for this, a Laguna, I forgot, dovetail, platinum dovetail, gorgeous machine, absolutely love it. And I'm using a really cheap Irwin, I think it's 40 TPI ripping blade that I picked up at the big box warehouse for $10. So if I can get a saw blade for $10, I'm a happy chappy. Let's go over to the saw. Oh, before I go there, I've worked out that I want these to be about 45 mil wide, so I'm going to have some leftover strips. I've machined them, so I shot them out. They came out of a rough board. In fact, I can show you a picture of the board. Yeah, can I? I don't know, I might be able to. Let me have a look, see. Oh, school's got a new bell that's driving me insane. There you go. That's it. Hang on, if I go to that one there, and I go like that, and then, whoops, get in front of it. There you go. Yeah, that's the board I cut it out of, and I machined it up, cut it into strips, and shot it over the joiner, put it through the thicknesser, and now it's all nicely dressed, and I'm going to rip it to size. So, have you had that Laguna for a long time? Yeah, I've had it, I reckon about six years, Vinny. Maybe 7, hang on. Yeah, no, 6 or 7 years I think I've had it. Very, very happy with it. Okay, let's go over there. Okay, we're into it. Oh, have we got sound with that? Good. La-da-ding. And I'm wearing muffs. I've set this up at 45 thickness. What I will do is I'll just put a rifling knife on that. I forgot I didn't have one on there. Especially with this stuff. This is blackwood. It's an acacia, and it does have a disgusting habit of pinching itself. And I don't know if you can see all that. Oh, it's got some beautiful fiddleback in it. Just, oh, awesome. So I'll just put a riving knife on that. This is another thing I love about this saw. When you're putting a riving knife or a splitter blade on it, it is just so easy to do. You got a little knurl nut there, you pull that back, bang, riving knife is in. And there's a lot of conjecture about how much of the blade should be poking through the timber. For me, I don't like much at all. So I'm just leaving just above the gullet of the tooth, above the timber. And yes, I'm using a push stick. Actually, I might even, I don't know who's flogged me. Where's me pushy along thing? Wait a minute. I'll just come out here. This one. Ooh. Oh, honestly. No one, the fairies didn't come and tidy me shed up when I wasn't in it, I'll tell you. La-da-dee-dee-dee. Okay. Let's. And no, I don't get paid for gripper either. But they really are nice. I like them. And push sticks. So I have one or the other. Okay, here we go. These bits I don't know what I'm going to do with. Whoa! I'm going to make it, yeah, just make it. Not much waste in that one. I don't mind waste like that, that's all right. If I can get it, I do like this white. I don't know what I can do with it. I'm going to miss that. No, we might play with that a little bit later because I want some of that white. It looks nice on the board. That's the sapwood. Oh, perhaps not. Oh, I know what I can do with it. I'm trying to be neat here, or else I just let it fall all the way through. Nah, blow it. We'll just forget the sapwood, we'll just go for the heartwood. I know what I'll do. I'll give it to my son and he can use it in his resin as natural edge. Gnarly. You know, I said about it's had a horrible habit of pinching itself. It's exactly what it's done there. It's on the riving knife, and what's happened when I've cut through this board, it's released the tension. I'm not going to touch it until it stops. It's released the tension there, and this riving knife here is keeping it apart. If I pull that off the knife, you watch it snap shut. Now it won't even go on that knife. So without that riving knife there, what happens is you go through and then it pinches, grabs the blade, and it actually throws it back at you, so you get a kickback, which aren't very nice at all. So if you throw it through again, once you feel you're getting a bit of a pinch, it'll cut it again cleaner. It doesn't happen with all timbers, but blackwood is pretty well renowned for it. Couple more bits to go. Last one. A beautiful, I don't know if you can see that, beautiful chatoyance on it. Okay, bring that all over here. Okay, that will do. Let's go back to that, and I'm here. Oh, in fact, I tell you what, it's been that long. I turned the glue pot on, and oh, I don't know if you remember the day that Theo and I were streaming many years ago, and I thought there was sawdust on the top of the glue pot, and I said, oh, that's sawdust, and I squirted it with compressed air, and it blew mould and rancid glue in my face. The amount of mould on that glue was absolutely disgusting. Bob would have loved it. He would have been in there. So, whoa, give me that. The smellier the better. I've got to glue some supports up too, which we might even get that done as well. Could get a lot done today. Absolutely awesome. Okay. Oh. Hey, John, how are you, mate? Good to see you. Oh. Ah. Is blackwood the same as black wattle? If so, that plank came off a very large tree. Yes, it is. Oh, look, there's so many words. It depends where it's grown. There's Tasmanian blackwood, Queensland blackwood, black wattle, Sally wattle, and all sorts of other bits and pieces. But yeah, I've got 6 metres of it. Actually, well, there might be 5.5 metres of it now in the front yard. That's been stripped out and air dried for about 4 years now. So it's all ready to use. Tell you what I did buy the other day too that is very, very hard to get. I got some Oregon, which I don't know about other places, but I know in Australia, very hard to get Oregon nowadays. And this is old growth stuff. I don't know. Oh, I've got, yeah, actually, these, this will give you an idea. This is part of the roof that I'm making. You have a look at the growth rings there. They are tight. That is really, really slow growing old growth stuff. And it was just pure chance that I happened to get it. I was talking to a timber yard that I've dealt with for a while, and I was chasing a different timber for a friend of mine that was building a deck, and I thought, oh, the timber I was thinking of would be good for them to use on the deck. And I rang up this timber yard and I said, oh, have you got any such and such? Because they used to carry it. And they said, no, we got no timber left now. Oh, well, we've only got 1 pack. I said, oh, yeah, what's that? And he said, oh, it's Oregon. And I said, oh, what size? He said, oh, 6x1. And 6x1 happens to be the size I use to make my native beehives. So I said, well, let me go and have a look. And I went and had a look, and it was pretty good. So I bought it. Okay. Now, I've just got to work something out how big this is going to be. Oh, thanks, Shannon. I look, in all honesty, I miss being here, but I just, as I said at the beginning of the stream, I just couldn't bring myself to do it. I'm back now, so you're going to have to put up with me. Okay. We've got that. Because I'm sure there's a mathematical way of working this out, but I don't know what it is. So what I'm doing is I'm making an end grain chopping board. But before you, I'll do it to the camera. There you go. Oh, I forgot how to turn things on. I'm ready to stream. No, you haven't got a microphone on. Oh, okay. And then I was just about to say, oh, I didn't have the lights on. So big learning curve for this old wood butcher, I tell you. Yeah, so what you do to make an end grain, I'll start again. This is going to end up in a different video. So what I want to do is make an end grain chopping board. So before you can make the end grain chopping board, first of all, you've got to make a normal chopping board, just a standard one. So I'm going to glue all these. Whoops. Let me go. Come here. There we go. And if I do that, it should fall down. Look at that. So first of all, I'm going to glue these together as a standard chopping board. And then when I've done that, I'll machine it and slice it, and then we re-glue it in a different, what do you call those things? Orientation, that's it. Then we'll glue it in a different orientation. So let's go. Oh dear. Oregon, very beautiful, great and running. Yeah, it is. It is. Mate, she's well. Susie's well, thanks, John. We've got, I forget how many we got now. We've got 3, 5. Okay, we've got 7. 7 people living in our house now. And by August, possibility, we could have 10 people living here. I'm just lucky I've got so many sheds I can run away to. Oh, that's what I'm going to do a little bit later on. Oh, I should have changed this water to it, pen and inks. Poor. I just want to get a brush. Yeah, I'm going to do some Lichtenberg burning. I thought it looked trendy on the roof I'm making for this beehive. So I've got my machine down here, and before anyone gets a little bit worried, no, this is 100% perfectly safe. I didn't make it myself. A gentleman by the name of Charles, and I've forgotten his last name, made it for me in America. And yeah, so it's very safe to use. What do I want? Clamps. That'll be a real good idea, Stephen. Oh, hang on. I've got some hanging up on the wall. I'll have the ones hanging up on the wall. Do you know how hard it is to get decent rubber bands? I finally got a place. I finally got a place where I can get, cramp in my legs. Oh, look, they will just come in here. They're all missing you. The trouble and strife is here. John just said, how's Sue? I thought I'd ask her. Say, hello.
I'm fine. Hi, everyone.
See, you can't look at yourself now. You've got to look at that camera.
Yeah.
Should we grow some out? Yeah. Oh, it's great fun doing that. The kids, the grandkids are nice. Oh, give me a kiss, darling. You really want to grow some out? Oh, no tongue. No. You're gross.
I'm taking
That's good.
Missy down to the desert.
Oh, okay. Phil, to go at that place.
Yeah.
Oh, you could have got me boots. Oh, check it out. I've got new boots too.
To try and renew a whole pile of stuff.
Yeah, okay. All right. What was I going to say? Hang on, who's going? Don't run. Trevor said, g'day, mate. How are you? Trevor said hi. Sue. Andy said hi. Still no sewing shed there. Oh, shush. Wait, now I feel safe because I have numbers. What happened to your new sewing set, darling?
I gave it to my darling son.
Bit louder.
I gave it to my son to have a workshop.
Yeah, I've lost me foamy bit.
There you go.
No, you keep talking though. You can't.
Oh, okay.
No, you can't talk because you haven't got a microphone.
They can't hear me.
No, wait a minute. I've got to get another foamy bit.
You can lip read.
Yeah, she said, if you can lip read. Oh, where the? I got the heap of. Oh, where's me? Oh, for goodness sake. Whoop. I don't know what that was. It sounded expensive.
Yes, John, we are in love for 44 years.
Yeah, through fear. Didn't you? Yeah. Sue said, yes, John, we are in love for 40. Well, what happened to the first 4 years? Did you say 40
I
years?
said
40?
44
Oh,
years.
44 years, yes. And
Yes,
I
I'm
said
very-
through fear. What?
I'm very tolerant, very understanding, and I haven't beaten him yet.
It's only because I'm rich.
Yeah, good. Where's mine?
Where did you hide the money?
Where's mine?
I dreamt one day, I had a dream one day that Susie had $100,000 and she wouldn't tell me about it. Oh, I was ticked off. I was. And then so was she, because she couldn't remember what she did with it either. Hang on, I've lost my little business.
You lost your business.
I have. No, that's not what. I'll just go up the front shed and I'll go and get one. All right. So I'll leave you with Susie. You won't be able to hear a word she says. But she's used to that because I don't listen to her either. Oh. Oh. There you go, I'm good now. Oh. I'm good, darling. I've got my little foamy bit on now. I'm not going to be crackling so much. So what secrets have you left out? Oh, I don't know where that one's gone to. What? No, because I might have said something and I'm in trouble. Craftsman Studio said, hi, Sue. We're used to doing... Oh, love seeing two people in love. Oh, Shane does it for the camera. No, cheese and kisses works better than trouble and strife. I'm not saying nothing till she's gone. Nathaniel said you're all crazy. That's it. We've both been nuts, haven't we?
We have.
We've done we've paid our apprenticeship. Yeah. Been there, done that, been in the rubber room.
Do you want me to take the kids with us? Or just...
Oh, they don't want to go.
No.
No, tell them I'm down here in the shed and I'm streaming if they want to come down. All right. I can't think of anything.
Yeah.
Well, what's today?
I might pay you Rego, wasn't there?
Oh, yeah. Hey, hit them up for an old person's discount. Hey, I think I did that the other day and they backdated it 4 years for him. That's good value. Oh, you don't tell me. You old women, you're all the same. What time do you reckon you'd be home? You wouldn't have a clue.
Oh, I have no idea.
Oh, if I can, I'll go in and go to that metal place. If not, she doesn't matter. Oh, work's going well for her. She's made another. You should have brought your quilt down, except the shed's dirty. All right, take it easy. Go. That's it, Trevor. I feel safe now. She's gone. What's that song you say? It's better when you say no. That's true. That's true. I saw one, Trevor, I was going to forward on to you. And it was, you know when you're having a, no, what is it? It was a lady put it up. And it had, when you're arguing with a woman, that's it. When you're arguing with a woman and she goes, really? You know the psycho part of her brain is kicked in. Leave immediately. And that came from a lady's post who is related. So, I'm not telling tales. It's true. G'day, T-Bone. How are you, Daryl? Mate, sorry I haven't answered you. I saw your Beehive message you sent me, but yeah, I've just got to get around to catching up on all the comments on Facebook, because someone out there again? It sounds weird, but I just still find it hard to get on YouTube, but I'm getting there. It's all coming good. And then what a Facebook, 3 days in a row, Facebook sent me, we're interested about your memories, and they're memories of me and Bob. Yeah, good on you. Anyway, these we will have, whoops, I reckon, oh, look at that. Or should I? No, we'll pull that back a bit. Oh. How many have I got there? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 15, 16, 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep, no, that'll be all right. And I can double that. Okay, I'll do those later. I'm just looking for a couple of blocks of timber I can whop up the side. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that'll do. Oh, that's it. This is just to clamp them together. Okie dokie. Nathaniel just got number 7. Good on you. Just get it sharp, get it tuned. You will not regret it. What, is it a Stanley, a Record, an Anchor, a Miller's Fall, a Lee Nelson, a Veritas, or what sort, Nathaniel? Yeah, it was an interesting photo, Darryl, it really was. Screw threads like me. Oh, every time you turn them, they creak. Can you hear that? Crunch, crunch. Like my bones. Oh, there we go. I was going to go out bush next week to get some more timber. If you saw my backyard, we don't need any more, but I want to get some whilst it's still there. Okay. That can go there, that can go there. We'll move this one up. If it does, I hope it does. Oh, let's go there so you can see what I'm doing. The trouble with these clamps, if you don't keep them clean, which I don't, the glue just builds up on them and they're a real pain. Okay, now that's got glue on there, so I've got to just take that off. Oh, and I don't want to be hard on my chisels, but I might be able to do it on a screwdriver. Oh, I wouldn't use me good chisels on it though. There we go. Just get that off. La-da-dum. Okay, now that should come down to there. There we go. Okay. Now with my paper. This is baking paper, not baking powder as I keep on calling it. And what I do, you can either do what I did then and put masking tape on your clamps, but then you've got to peel it off straight away or you get that problem you just saw I had then with it stuck on. Or put, this is baking paper. I prefer it to greaseproof paper because it's a lot stronger. But greaseproof paper or wax paper isn't too bad either. And then when the glue all comes out and dribbles everywhere, it dribbles on the paper, so when you take it out of the clamps, you just take this paper away and your clamps are clean and they'll work a lot better. This is just the cheapest brand out, I think. So I'm not cooking with it, so I don't really care. Okay, but a little bit of preparation like this before you start, it just saves you so much time in the long run. Okay. Let's go. Move it in a bit. A little bit more. That'll do. How many fell down there? Just the one? Oh, a long one or a short one? That's a long one. So it was 4, 9. What did I have here? 17, wasn't it? I like odd numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Where's the shortest one? That'll do. 17. Damn, I just checked to make sure I didn't drop an extra one down there. Oh, there's a pencil I possibly would be looking for later. Oh, there it is. It fell off the end of the bench. Let me just sneak around here and get it. There we go. No, I don't think that was the right one either. Up. That, they've gone everywhere. Okay. Well, that one's a bit of a ringing. I think both of those are actually. Okay, that's what we'll do. We'll have that one on the end. That's got a lot of hit and miss there, so we'll put that on the end. Okay. So let's start gluing. To glue up, I turn this one here, the end one I'll turn over like that, then all the others I'll turn up that way. And bearing in mind with this, it doesn't matter so much because we're going to be using the end grain anyway. Okay, I'm using a brush. See if we can get. There you go. I don't know if we can make that any bigger or not. I'm using Tight Bond 2 and an sad old paintbrush, and I double glue, which means I'll put glue. This has been watered down by not 10%, but it has been watered down. As you can tell, it's going on fairly easily. And then we start gluing up. these ones. Oh, I know what I didn't do. Normally, I would make sure that the grain is going the same way. So I'm just going through here to make sure the grain is going the same way. It's just, if you've got a normal bladed thicknesser, the grain going the opposite way can give you a problem, because what happens when you put it through, the cutters are going through, and if your grain's running this way, the cutter's going to give you a nice clean finish. If you've got one running the other way, there's a good chance you'll get tear out. If you've got a helix, it doesn't appear to be such a drama. Or the other thing is, if you're going to make a chopping board and you're going to plane it by hand, definitely you got to have the grain running the same way, or it is going to cause you a lot of problems. Okay, that'll do there. Okay. I've got to get on to Theo, and he can teach me all about doing macros, so I can do a different picture-in-picture. Views. I sort of did have the... That should be all right. ATM Mini, which I'm using now, down pat, and then, because I haven't used it for a while, I have forgotten how to use it. Like everything in life, you don't use it, you lose it. What a good night, John. Catch you later. Thanks for dropping in, mate. Oh, before you go, if you're still there, John, what was the significance of the cartoon characters in a Facebook post? It just got me this morning. I saw it and I thought, oh, I don't get it. But anyway, I'll catch you later, mate. No, not today. No hand planing. Why not use hide glue? Because it's a chopping board and it's going to get wet, and water and hide glue don't get on very well. So that's why I'm using Titebond 2. It seems to be the best glue for chopping boards. Now, most people will say Titebond 3, but I was talking to the good people at Titebond in Australia, and I was advised Oh, oh, I'm back. Is that working? Oh, it seems to be working this end. Now, I don't know what that was. I just did a restart. Is it good now? Oh dear, back. Yeah, I don't know. I had sound here. I had battery and everything. And what I did, I just shut down, closed the stream off, rebooted. There we go. Yes. All right. So, what pearls of wisdom did we miss? Wait a minute. I'll go back and check the chat. Sound. Where are we back? So John went. Vinny, how are you planning on levelling the board, Steve? Are there many techniques on ingrate? Yeah, best one, sand it. You can put it through a thicknesser, but you can do all sorts of damage. Best thing, hey, how far back do I go? Wait a minute. She's not painting socks. Hi, everyone. G'day, Brenda. Long time no here. That's because I haven't been here. What, it's 26 or 89. So, oh, thanks, John. Yes. Oh, Stanley. Okay, I'm back with Nathaniel with his number 7. Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with Stanleys that need a bit of work on them. They are good things to have. Trevor Shear must be painted rocks. At least she's not throwing them at you. Well, you don't know, Trevor. You don't know, she might be painting them and then throwing them at you. Have a look what she's painting. If she's painting them to look like hand grenades, you're in trouble, mate. But it's T-Bone, do non-end grain chopping boards work out well, or are they a waste of time? No, they work out perfectly fine. T-Bone, not a drama. In fact, I had a student made one the other day, and it worked out really well. I've got to hurry up, or this glue's going to go off. But, hey, Trevor, I went to Carbotech this morning, got a couple of sets of wolf corner clamps to give them a go. Yeah, I was out there the other day. I don't know, did I have a look? Tony Forbes was showing me some new clamps that are in, but I don't use that many clamps. I really don't. I try not to. But I hope they work. Let me know, Trev. How am I planning on levelling the board, Steve? Through a jointer. This one, the end grain one, I think I'll put through a sander. So we might, I might be able to, I've got a drum sander out there as well, so we might take the camera out there and you can have a look at that. Why not use hide glue? I think I answered that one. You can do it by hand, it's very satisfying, but I'd pick my timber, I wouldn't do it on this stuff. Sound appears to have gone. Okay, here we go. Now we've got, glad it wasn't only me. The tight bond. Okay, tight bond. I'm using tight bond 2 on this because I was told by the people who know these things, the tight bond in Australia, Andrew. A lot of people would say, oh, I would have, tight bond 3 would be the go because it's waterproof. But for whatever reason, I was advised, no, tight bond 2 is the go for chopping board. It's water resistant. I wouldn't put it in a dishwasher, although they have been put in dishwashers. But yeah, tight bond 2 seems to be the go for chopping boards. I'm just going to have to motor through this because the glue's starting to go off. But the bee boxes that I make, I'm going on memory here, the bee boxes I make are tight bond 3 because they're outside and it's classed as waterproof. Not submerged water, not below water lines on boats or anything like that. But if it rains and the rain, runs off, doesn't sit in there for days, it's waterproof. So that's the tight bond story. Who was that? Was that Trev? Oh no, it's Vinny. Yeah, so that's the tight bond story. And then I explained why. I don't know what happened with that. It just one of those things. I had said that the sound actually goes through. It goes through this microphone into a camera. From there, into the computer, I think, and then it comes out the ATM Mini, and then it goes through that broadcast desk, and then it goes into OBS. And somewhere between the broadcast desk and OBS, it lost. So what I'm doing now is gluing it together. The reason I broke the gluing sequence was because the tower was getting too high and it was going to fall over. So have I caught up? Have I caught up? Yeah, glue. I worked out picture in picture, but not, now I'm in that. I don't want it now. There you go, go. But I want to make it bigger, and I did. I don't know if I told the story. I had it all worked out, and I was pretty happy with it. And then when I stopped streaming for a while, I've forgotten how I did it. I'll have to go over to Theo, he'll fill me in. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. That'll do me. Hang on. 1, 2. Oh, no, that's all good. Because I've got to put another one in here. Put this one in here to even this up. So there's no glue on these, and these are going in purely as bracing for the other ones, because it spreads the load of the clamping pressure. If I just did 2 of these on these boards, I would get good pressure here, and then not so much pressure here. And even if I put a third one along there, which I'm going to, it doesn't give me dissipated pressure, if that's the word. But by having a full one here and a full one here not glued, and I can crank them up, it spreads the load of the clamping. Whoops, get up there. So it's more evener. Yeah, there's a word for you, evener. And you don't over tighten it so much that you squeeze all the glue out. I do like to get a good glue line squeeze along each joint, but I don't want to squeeze all the glue out. Paper down there to protect that. Put that in there and pull that one out there, put it there. There we go. I'll tighten that one up. I'll let that sit overnight and we'll come back to it tomorrow. Oh, that was, it just went clunk. There we go. Okay, so I'll go and put that up over here. And move on to the next job. Actually, I might even glue these ones up. Yeah, I might glue these up too. While I'm here, why not? These are only little ones. So same story. Get the grain direction running the same way. Sometimes you get a bit of cranky grain, but... Okay, so all the grain's running that way now, or that way. So what I do now is fold this one down, and then the rest I stack up like that. It doesn't matter what order I put these down. That's why I did it that way. And I'll glue these together with, here you go, look at that, with F-clamps, because it's easier. These brushes, I should open the kitchen, shouldn't I? They're just ordinary cooking brushes, baking brushes, it's a fibre-based bristle. And look, they just last for ages. You pick them up for next to nothing. And when I'm finished, I just throw them in a bucket of water. And it's been, as I said, it's been a fair while since I've been down here. And you could tell that by the stink of the water. But I just picked it up and I can start using it again. Whereas, you know, you can pay a lot of money for specially glue brushes, which are great, they work. But I don't know, if I can get disposable stuff that doesn't cost much and works really well, I'm quite happy with that as well. Now after this, I think we'll go on to do the roof of the beehive. The roof I'm doing is, at the moment, it's still in R&D stage. I'm just checking to make sure I've still got volume and I'm not talking to myself. So it's a work in progress, but I'm okay with that because the ones that don't quite work out, I put on my own beehives, and it doesn't matter. But I want to get it right for the ones that I'm selling. And then, what's the top? Yeah, then we'll have a go at looking at that Adze handle. I started shaping it the other day, so again, I don't know what I'm doing there. I'm just playing around trying to take everything off that doesn't look like an Adze handle. Hopefully what I'm going to be left with is an Adze handle. The hard part is I haven't got the head. I've got the handle, but I don't actually have the head to fit it. So we'll just see how that works out. Didn't I do that? Gee, I'm slack. I'll just stop talking while I'm working. There you go. Lucky last. And I'll show you how I mix this glue up. Very scientific. Not. Okay. So that will do that. That I just throw into the bucket. And I'll plonk that down there. See if I can get them. Oh, that was an interesting shot. Oh, I like that. See if I can get them all down nice and flat and reasonably even. There we go. And I'll wrap. Hang on. If it's not one thing, it's another, isn't it? That should have been plugged into my bandsaw, but it wasn't. Wait a minute. Let me plug that one in. Oh, there you go. That should work better now. Or has it turned itself off? There we go. I got it back again. So all I'm doing now is just folding the paper over it like that, and I'll put a cord either side, a sacrificial bit, and get some clamps, and we'll just clamp that up. Just ordinary F clamps. There we go. Ow, all that hurt. I bit my thumbnail back. Okie dokie. We'll put that over there and that'll be dry tomorrow as well. Okay, so all I do, it's not, apparently it's not recommended, but it works. Have I got much here? Oh, there you go. Just get some of this in here. Oh, about that much. And then I just put 12 squirts of water in it. And you'll find that will thin it down significantly. Might do a few more. That it'll brush on nice and easily. You don't want it so it's super, super runny, but it just takes it past being really thick, and it's much easier to put on with a brush. Yeah, maybe a little bit more. The other thing that watering glue down does, it prolongs the drying time. It does diminish the strength a little bit, so I wouldn't do this if it was going to be for a high stress joint, but chopping boards aren't too bad. Yep, that'll do. So it increases your drying time, so your open time's a lot longer. It's just one of those experiential sort of things. So that will be ready for tomorrow. All right, let me see. Strange, I always thought the difference between 1 and 2 was longer opening time. No, I think the opening time is much the same, Daryl. At least I find it is. The 1, definitely very, very short opening time on 1, which to me is a big bonus, especially if I'm doing say a musical instrument glue up, and I don't want to particularly have to put big clamps on the soundboard or something like that. I can use Type Bond 1, just put some weight on it, leave it half an hour, bang, it's set, it's good to go. How much have I got in there? No, I won't open this one just yet. Oh dear. Chopping boards is something I want to get a lot of done. I mean, I don't want to bore people with streaming them, but it's just all that timber I've got out the front. I think would look good as chopping boards. How much do you want to do that? Well, there you go. I've done that one, so I thought that's okay. Marietta, welcome. Thank you so much for dropping in. I hope you're enjoying the stream. Vinny, you left off with you were talking to a top. Oh, there you go. So I've got back on that. Yeah, that's one of the. I'll get back into the swing of it, Bill. One thing or another, indeed. I'm trying to test some programs I've written only to find that I have to fix 20 other things. Yeah, it's funny. I've got some bee boxes that I want to do that I've got nearly made, and now I've got this sanding shed. I can't do anything. Before I put a lean-to over 2 sheds. So I had the alleyway and I had a big bandsaw in there and a sander, and I used to be able to go in there and do it. But now I've got a designated shed. I can't do any sanding because it's not finished. So I've got to get that finished before I can get back into doing more bee boxes. and that means I've got to get an electrician in to put power onto it, and I can't do that until I've lined it. I can't line it until I've finished doing the roof on it. I can't finish doing the roof until I dynamite the foundations down. I can't dynamite the foundations down until I move the shed. I can't move the shed until I've got the roof done. Yeah, it's just... Anyway, it's a bit like there's a hole in the bucket. It really is, isn't it? An old bushy mine told me he had a plumb axe, best axe he'd ever had. Yeah, they're good axes, those Trev. Yep. Grandfather's axe was the same. It's the original axe he used, and I've only replaced the handle twice and the head once. Oh dear. Oh, is that what? Well, there you go. I haven't noticed it. I'll read the label. I'm not one for reading labels or following instructions. If you hadn't noticed. All right. What am I going to do? Oh, roof. Oh dear. There you go. That's the structure of the roof, the joists and the rafters and what have you. But I've just found I've got one down here that's actually, I've put the ridge bar in. So this is it. There you go. So and that fits up. Well, I'll get you a box. I can do better than that. I can show you. I've got some seconds down here. Seconds to me are firsts, because I can use them myself. Oh. Okay. So they fit on there like that. And you might say, well, why is there a gap? Bigger gap between there and there than there and there. And the reason being, I'm changing it, but the strap I have there is so it can go around the middle of the hive. Whereas if I had that in the middle, the pressure on the box would be uneven. So that's that. That's a bit out actually. I don't like that. Why is that out? We might have to make, no, that one looks as if it's a, she might not be a good one. So we might, that could be why I threw it down there, because it wasn't good. All right, let me see if I can find some timber and we'll make up. No, that's blackwood. La da da dee dee, da 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 da. Well, there's a half of one. What happened to that one? Oh, I love it when I find this stuff that I've half done. Why didn't I finish that one off? There was a reason. I don't know what it was. Anyway, no, don't know. What do I want? 45 by 20 mil. All right, I'll just see if I can find a piece roughly that size in the same timber. Let me just have a look out here. That's looking reasonably all right, I think. Except that's Western Red Cedar, but that shouldn't matter. Is it the size that I want? Cut that there, and what did I say? 285. It's got to be that. By 45, that's 50. By 20, it's got to be 20 mil. Okay, I'll just go over the saw. We'll rip this and cut it. Oh. 25 by 45. And I'll go out to the thicknesser and just quickly put this through the thicknesser. Okay, now we're back. We will see how this is going to go. Oh, I've got a. Which camera can I use? I wonder if this one will go around. Got to go over to the router. Oh no, not the router. There you go, you mostly see my back. But, what have we got? Oh. These are the profiles of the roof that I've made, and that's made on a combination of a router, a rip saw and the thicknesser. What I've got to do is actually put a groove up one side so it slots over the top like that. So we'll go over and do that now. So I'll see if I can go to one side so you can get a chance to see it. There you go. got that groove. Come into focus, get into focus. There you go. So I've got a groove all the way up there. I'll move that back to there. So now this part here should fit in there like that. Give me a flat back. And then we've got that pattern all the way along. Okie dokie. So far so good. It's got to be 380. So we'll go back over to the saw. Where am I? Here we go. It's not working. Why isn't it working? Tell ya. Oh, I know. There we go. So I'll just dock these. What's 380 and 380? That's 760. Okay. Oh. The reason I take that second cut, the last bit's to square it up, because this fence here isn't quite parallel, so it sticks out. When I cut it square, it's not square, so I've got to bring it back and trim it. And I have to take this thickness off of one of these. And you'll see for why in a bit. So, thickness of that, I've got to rip off of one of these. So I think I'll rip it off that one. It's something I almost messed up. When you're ripping, don't have it in the gap between the saw and the fence. your measurement, because you're still going to lose whatever the kerf is. So that distance I want to rip, I've actually included the kerf in the rip. I'm going to bring that blade down a fair amount. There we go. And we should be good to go. Okie dokie. Now, first things first, get yourself a, oh, I might electrify this thing first, just for fun. This is my new toy. Oh dear. It's a Lichtenberg machine. And there are some around that people have made themselves, and they are extremely dangerous. This one, as I said, was made by an electrical engineer for me from the States, and it's set up to work on 220 volts, 240 volts, and it is safe. It runs at about 12,000 volts, but there's only 30 milliamps in it. So providing you're not stupid, you got no dramas. Or if you've got a pacemaker, they reckon don't use it. But if you're all good, you're all good. So I'll give you a demo of this. How are we going to do it? What happens when you get that view? No, what about that view? Oh, that's a nice view. Hold on. Is that in focus? Yep. Okay. Let's just have some fun with it. We'll see if we can get a picture in the picture going with this one. There I am, up there. Okay. Turned it on. And it's actually foot controlled. So when I put my foot on the pedal, you get have power coming through, and when I take my foot off, the power goes. This is an electrolyte they recommend, which I've forgotten exactly what the ratio is, but all it is water and bicarb soda or baking soda. And it's funny, if you've got too much water or too much electrolyte, it won't work. And if you haven't got enough, it won't work. And what I find works really well is I put it on like I just did then and wipe it off. All right, a couple of safety things. Make sure you've got both electrodes on at the same time. I wonder if that's a better one. There you go. And that you're not crossing over or doing anything bizarre. And we'll push down the foot pedal and see what happens. It's just absolutely phenomenal to watch. The way it finds its way. It will eventually meet, but how it's going to meet, you really have got no idea. I did some beehives like this, totally, taking my foot off, totally did this process, and oh gee, they came up nice. I'm calling them lightning hives. And before you pick up the probes, take your foot off the pedal. It might be, oh no, it's just starting. Might be a big ask. I'll do one close together so you can get to see it actually going. Soon as this meets, it stops creating a pattern, but it then goes deeper. It really is quite cool. This one up here with this finger here is going really nice, and the other one's up here is starting to come towards it. Don't touch the job while you're doing this either. Not a good thing. Then Carl Jacobson does this on some of his wood turning, and gee, it's effective. Okay, now I'm just about out of electrolyte. See, nothing's happening. So I'll put some electrolyte on it, then we'll go again. The baking soda makes the timber go a yellow colour, but if you scrub it out with vinegar, it goes almost back to its normal colour. Actually, come to think of this, is the first time I've ever done it with Oregon. I'm just having a look at the best picture. There's camera 2, I think. We got picture in there. There you go. It's fascinating because you don't know what directions it's going to go in. Well, that didn't take long to join up. So there you go, that's just a very quick one. Now, what I've got to do is clean that all out with a toothbrush, and then I'm not worried about the colour because I'm going to put organ oil on it anyway, which is a tung oil, which is a bit of a yellowy colour. But you just get the most amazing patterns. I'll show you on this one over here. There you go. And as I said before, there's some people making them out of microwaves. Very, very dangerous and very low life expectancy when you start playing with electricity. That one is purpose built and it's safe. All right, let's put this back together. Let me have a bit of a chat first. Where's my mouse gone? We still got sound, yeah, that's good. A structure for wimps. Yeah, I like the creative approach, but I've got to tell you, the guy Charles that made this, in his instructions, he said, if you can't be responsible for your own safety and take responsibility, please repackage it and send it back for a full refund. So there you go. Oh, the cat woke me up at the right time. Oh, that's nice, Roscoe. Ow. I got it online. I don't know. I tell you the truth. I've got an email, but I haven't got access to my email. I will let you know when I'm on again, Ian. If you can ask me, I'll let you know. Charles is his name. I think if you put it in the internet, Lichtenberg burner and Charles, you should end up with him. In Australia, round figures, it cost me $1,000 in round figures. But for the individuality you get from it, well worth the money. And oh, it's very heavy. And there's a foot control pedal there. Oh dear, and I will turn it off. All right, so I'm going to do that to the rest of the roof, but we'll build this roof first. I went over to, that's what I originally went over here for, and then I got sidetracked, which isn't unusual. Oh, nail gun. There you go, nail gun in woodworking masterclass. Who would have thought? Okay, 22mm nails in there to start with. Not nails, sorry, staples. So, let us go and we'll see how we go. Oh, glue. It's good stuff, isn't it? All right. So I want that to go there, so we'll put a bit of glue on there. Where is the glue? I know I had it, because I knew I had it. Here it is, hanging up on the floor. Oh no, I'm going to use 3 for this because it's a roof. Here we go. Okay. Actually, this has been watered down significantly because there's a lot of gluing I do when I'm putting the hives together. Let's go to 3. So I'll just put glue on there and that one's done. Make sure they line up. Generally I've pre-done this so they should line up properly, which they appear to. Actually, I tell you what I used to do, I'd put them in the vise. I don't know if I've streamed since I have changed the vices over, but I've got all record 52.5 vices in this workshop now, which I absolutely love them. I don't know if they still make them. There's a lot of copies around. These I've had for years. I got them out of an old school. Let me just work this around. There you go. Pop these here. As I said, with these are, I'm still perfecting them. So that's that part done. Now, there was one that I cut 5mm off, if you can remember. Yeah, have a look at the difference that baking soda makes. This is the one we put it on to burn. It's gone yellow, and that's the natural colour. But if I clean that with vinegar, it goes back to the right colour. So the one that's short, I put that on the inside. I want a camera operator. Where's Anthony when I want him? There you go. So the shorter one gets put up here. So that will make these the same length, because the thickness there actually goes on to the height or the width of this one. So we'll just put those up there. And this is a bit that I'm still trying to figure out how to do these so they're hidden. It's pretty close to being hidden. And then across the top. What I put on these now, which is up in the other shed, I've got some colour bond stripping that I actually put over the top. And then this gap underneath here, these should fit under there quite nicely. Line it up. That's getting better. And on the other side, get a bit of glue on there I don't really want. This one under here. I'm out of bullets. I found the top. I found the box. Oh, here we go. I've found them. They're over here. There we go. Ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum. There you have it. Missed a few of those. I'll have to tap those out. But anyway, where's my bee box lid? La da dee dum, da 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 dum, dum diddly dum dum, ba-dum ba-dum. And this is how it goes together. That'd be right. I got that the wrong way. There we go. No. There we go. That goes into there, and this one should come down there. And that buckles up to that. You pull that tight. And all I've got to do now is put a brace across the top. So I've got to put a brace across there to stop it from doing that, which it shouldn't. And we are ready to go. Let me just have a look if I can find a bit of bracing material. If not, I'll do it later on. You know, I missed a few of those staples, so I'll fix that up later on. Okay. Let's go over here and get a 45 if I can. Could be a big ask, let's see. No, that's all right. Okay. It can go there and get a 40. I'll just get a 45 on that one. There you go. Oh. So I've got 245. Work out if it's got to come in. It's got to come in a little bit. The spread's a little bit big. So there. So I might put a smaller nail in it. Do a 16. Whoops. Get in there. There we go. And there we have a much nicer fit. See the little bird's beak just fits over there all right. And then I'll oil it, and what I'll do when I'm off camera, I'll finish doing the lightning all the way through it, because I enjoy doing that, that's fun. And what have we done? All right, might have a look at this ads, see how I'm going there. If I still got people watching, oh goodness gracious. I'll have a chin wag too. Oh no, I've got to go to the shed place and get some stuff shortly. What have we got? Roscoe, 1:30-ish. Is that in the morning? That's the one, Brenda, thanks. Yep. Cantoga, that's it. Oh no, you could sleep overnight if you wanted. That's all right, Roscoe. G'day, Ray. Vinny, coffee time. I think it is too. Many Knots, how are you, mate? Just come back from school. Well, there you go. And the fishing wasn't very good the other day, Dad tells me. Oh, good. Boards by Presser, just sneaking in there. Good to see you back. So, thanks, mate. Yeah, it's good to be back. Well, it's very cramped, James. There's about 10,000 bees living in there. And you wouldn't make it as a guy anyway, because come winter, they kick all the guys out. And it's all the lady bees, all the workers. They're in there. Oh, dear, that early in the morning. Whoa. Where was I? Oh, is this ads thing? Let's have a quick butchers at this. See how I'm going. Oh, okay, this is an adze. And an adze is a tool for basically getting the bark off. You sort of stand there and you do it, stand up and you use it like that. I've actually got a smaller adze out in the yard. Hang on, I'll just see if I can find the head. I saw one the other day when I was looking for something else, but that doesn't mean to say I can find it again. Whoop. Oh, there's so much rubbish out here. It's good. I love it. You gotta have junk in your yard. Oops. No, I don't think I can find it easily straight up. I'll find it in the next couple of days, especially when I put the mower over it. No, I don't know. I'll find, oh, I won't fit through that way. I'll find it later on. I will. Ooh. Oops. Gah! Getting attacked by my jointer. No, can't find it. I'll find it later. But I think this one's for a number 3 adze, and the one I've got out in the yard's a number 2. Oh. Oh, there we go. All right. Now, I've sort of got the basic shape happening there. You can see. Now I've got to, oh, that's what I was doing. Yeah, got to rasp it. So we might have a go at thinning it out a bit. Oh, and for that I'll use a rasp. There you go. What's that there? Oh, it's a cord. Okay, so this is just a woodworker's rasp, and that's a luthier's rasp. I got this one's Dragon Brown. I got that from Stumac, and that I got from the local hardware store. Handles not included. I've made the handles myself. Well, I didn't actually. Mate that makes the chisels made them. So see how that's slipping? I know I do this nearly every stream. See how that's slipping? Put a little squirt of water in there. She tightens up real well. Okay. Actually, I might even use a bit of a, oh dear. I don't know which one. Oh dear. I'll use a drawer knife just to get the shape. This timber is crow's ash, which is good for handles. And the other name for it in Australia anyway is Australian teak. There you go. So I'll just thin that out. If I'm doing a lot of draw knife work, I put this on, chest plate, so I can then lean against there and pull, and it doesn't stick into my sternum. The challenging bit when you're using these on handles is the grain, because the grain changes all the time because of the shape of the handle. But what I'm going to just do, I'm going to roughly bring this down. And as you can tell, these drawer knives are sharp. See if you can get it reasonably symmetrical. Not too bad. You can use spoke shaves, but I'm making hard work of it. Whoop. My favourite spoke shave is, a lot of you might know H&T Gordon, But when you're doing something like this, you want something that's going to have a bit of blade hanging out of it. Whereas H&T Gordon are great for cabinet work. They're not built for doing handles. Although I'll put one over in a minute. Okay, let's see if I can. A flat one, not a round one. Now this is an H&T Gordon one. It's much finer. Good for finishing. But for handles, I'll just use a rasp. Yeah, that's starting to feel a lot better. What have we, let me have a... yeah, basically they just all sit around and moan about us blokes. Where's my file card gone? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I was, I think it was Tim Hurd, was talking about males' involvement in the Native Bee Society. And I forget the exact number, so I'm happy to be corrected, but I think he said in a year, there's something like 90,000 male bees will populate a normal native bee hive, and out of those 90,000 bees, only 2 of them ever work. And what they have to do is mate with the queen. So I don't know what your odds are. Your chances are a bit slim. I think I'd prefer to be the one getting the tea. At least you're guaranteed getting a job. Oh, that's looking all right. Oh. Just can't buy quality nowadays, can you? Okay, that's the coarse one. And this one, I'll show you the two. That's the coarse one, and that's the fine one. So I'll go over with the... Oh yeah, back already! Dear, we haven't stopped talking about you yet. Did you get everything done? Well, that's good. Hey! What? Look at that. 3 visits in one. I think she's missed streaming more than I have. Another change of clothes. You're just
it's just a
showing
change
your
of
wardrobe
jumper.
off,
It's
aren't you?
cold.
Is it cold out there?
Yes, it is
You
cold.
get on the end of one of these things, you won't be cold.
No, thank you. I'll pass.
I'm nearly having a heart attack.
Well, don't do that.
No, I won't. Because...
I've just been down there. I don't need to go down to the
No,
hospital.
I'll tell you what for.
You tell me.
Because I thought I'm not going to have a heart attack, because if I had some toasted cheese and onion sandwiches, I'd most likely come up to the house and eat them.
All right, I'll make you cheese.
Did you get me caramel topping?
Yeah, I couldn't get cottage though.
No, got to be cotties.
No. This
No.
is another new brand
No.
that looks really nice. Well,
No.
I'm sorry, but
No.
Woolies and Coles didn't have cotties. So
Didn't.
you dip out.
Oh, well, I'll try the new one then.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, did you see that, Trev? I got the look, mate. I did. Oh, now you're in
Double
for it.
look.
So I'm not sure if I want me toasted cheese sandwiches or not. Because I feel safe down here. I'm brave. I have people on my side.
Okay.
Oh dear. Someone reckoned we were crazy before. Who we got here?
Crazier now.
Basically, I like the boy, but Presto, he's got, basically because I told him all the males get kicked out of the hive in winter. He says, so basically the hive's like a CWA meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Oh dear. So good morning, Ian. 6:45. I think I was asleep at 6:45 this morning.
Getting flipping cold here of a morning.
It is. Ray said good day, Sue.
Hi, Ray.
So that's it. Well, I'm just going to finish this, and I might come up and have a couple of. How's the beef stroganoff? No, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, stroganoff. Stroganoff. I'm having tonight beef stroganoff and rice.
Yes.
That's it, and then we'll settle down and watch the footy.
Yeah, sounds good.
I don't know.
I don't know. I'll go check on the stroganoff.
All right. Okay. Sounds good.
Bye.
I see you in a little bit.
No problem.
I will. I'll just do this bit and then I shall be up. Okay. Thanks, Al. Brenda said hi too, Sue. You didn't hear that, but she said hi back, Brenda. Okay. That's starting to get a nice shape on that. Is that the, oh no, it's still the coarse one. Okay, now I'll go fine one. If you really wanted to go for it, you could put a car scraper over it, but I think I'll most likely finish it off at about 180. Oh. All right, so that's how we're looking at the moment. Got a bit more to take off over there, but at least I've got the roundness happening. So that is good. So what I'll do, I'm going to leave that until tomorrow. I'll do some more of that tomorrow. And I think I'll even stream again tomorrow. There you go. What have I got on? I've got to go to a shed place to get some metal now. Yes, I will stream tomorrow. I can't tell you what time exactly, but I will. We continue with that chopping board. I'll do some more of the Adze Handle. And whatever else you want me to do. If you see something that you thought, oh, how do you do that? Or how do I use that? Or where do I get that from? I'll take that off. Let me know. Leave some questions down in the comments. If you haven't already, I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe. I'm getting all excited. We're getting close to 100. Well, I'll just turn 91, but we'll get there. We will get there eventually. I've got some other videos that I've got to upload, which were outtakes from some videos I did for somebody else, but I have their permission to put them up, and I think they're quite good because they cover a broad range of topics. So that's it, we're back in the shed and doing woodwork again, which I'm very, very happy to say I am pleased about. So if that's it, let me just see. Have I said g'day to everyone? Ian, Roscoe, no writers, Ray, g'day, Brenda, hi Sue. Andy, thanks. Yeah, well, that's it. Well, it is now 1 minute past 4 in the afternoon for me, and I haven't had my grandpa nap. So it's been nearly 2 hours, I suppose. It's good to be back in the saddle, as they say. Thank you so much for everyone, your well wishes, and particularly all your messages while I was off air. But all is good, life goes on, and there are things that I want to make and things that we have to create, and you just got to get on with living, because that's what life is all about. So, yeah, well, you will, Ian. As I said, I'll be on tomorrow. So in the meantime, thanks every single one of you for participating, being involved, getting into the chat. If you're not in the chat yet, please hook in and ask some questions or say g'day. They're a great bunch of people. Thanks to the mods, thanks to the regulars, thanks to the new people. And this is Steve pulling the shed door down saying, remember to keep it sharp, and more importantly, keep it safe, look after yourself, follow the rules, be kind to each other, and I look forward to having your company in the workshop, at the workbench again very, very soon. Till then, God bless, good night, good morning, good afternoon. Catch you later on. Bye for now. And if I knew where that button was, I could be so cool and go, oh, thanks for that, boom. No, but now I've got to look. Where is it? Oh, there it is, I got it. Bye.